Bruh, so cool.
What's that? Ah!
Hey guys, Steelwhoop here. Today I'm going to be unboxing another Hisui Pokemon, Hisuian Zoroark, along with its regular form counterpart. I noticed there's a difference in their packaging. The regular Zoroark has a hole in the back, but the Hisuian one does not. So maybe they stopped putting the holes in the Pokemon Legends Arceus era for some reason. Oh yeah, actually I already have this Zoroark figure from the Black and White series, but I don't really fancy the glossy finish. As you can see, it's very reflective and I don't really like that aesthetically, so I had to get this new version. So maybe I'm just gonna sell this later, or maybe do a shiny repaint, I don't know. So anyway, let's start unboxing. Okay, let's start with the Hisuian Zoroark. Oh my god, it's so cool! Okay, pardon my fangirling back then. It's just that Hisuian Zoroark is one of my... No, it's my #1 favorite Hisuian form. That's why I had to start with this guy. I'm gonna try to be as objective as possible. Okay, in terms of sculpting, I don't have many complaints, except for the hair part. It's not really accurate, so pretty much like Hisuian Typhlosion. The hair kind of looks like tentacles, but, well, what can you do? Maybe if they made it too accurate, then it would be too small, so it would be too fragile, I guess. The pose of this figure is pretty much similar to its official artwork, except that the hand is touching the ground, so it can stand. Doesn't require any additional stand, so that's great. Okay, so here's a closer look from the front, and as you can see, they did a nice paint. Wow, look at the eyes! Bruh, so cool! And also there's a small pink spot right there, that's the nose. Wow, the level of details. And the teeth as well. It's very neat. And the hand part, it's also very well painted. This, I don't know the English word for this. It's the pink spots. And also that pattern on the arms and the feet as well. I just noticed that. See, that's the marking, Pokemon Tomy, an H22 print. There's also 3 dots, and this is from the left side. I just noticed there's some kind of sharp thing on his thigh, and also the nails are pretty well painted. Yeah, maybe there's some overpaint, but not very noticeable, so I guess it's fine. There's a view from the bottom, and here's a closer look on the chest part. Damn, I really like the face. It's so cool. Ooh, I just noticed there's a paint transfer here. Like there's some orange-ish. Yeah, but that's very minor. I still like this figure a lot. Okay, moving on to the next one. Okay, so the second one is the regular form of the Zoroark. Yeah, this paint is so much better than the one I already have. Alright, so here's a closer look from the front side. The eyes are not very neat. Or maybe that's just how it is. Ah, okay. After looking at the official artwork, apparently there's a line that goes up at the end of the eye. So that's what they were trying to execute. But I guess it's very hard to pull off in a regular sized figure, so that's how it ends up. But if I look at it from a certain distance, it still looks fine, I guess. And here's the right eye, so it's less neat. This part should be more red. Oh, and then there's a trace of glue, which is a bummer. And here's a view from the left side. It's got a nice paint. And I noticed there's a difference between the hair and the body. Like the hair is more matte, but the body, especially the legs, are like smoother and partially glossy. And then the chest hair is matte, Then the arms are glossy again, but not as glossy as the old one from the black and white series. Hang on, let me get it. Here's a side-by-side comparison with the black and white series version, and as you can see, this one is very glossy all over, and this is the back view. So it's pretty much the same sculpt and the same paint color, only different finish. Okay, there's a significant difference in the markings. The old ones got bigger fonts. You can clearly see the words, while the new one is more subtle. Except for this K19 print part. It's kind of annoying. I wish they had put it in a less visually accessible spot, like under either of its feet, or maybe this underside of its ponytail. Can I call it a ponytail? Alright, so now let's measure these guys. How do I measure? Okay, maybe let's start from the feet to its hair. Okay, Hisuian Zoroark is about 4.9 centimeters. But if you only measure it from the feet to the ears, it's 2.75 centimeters. And now for the regular Zoroark, from the feet to its hair, it's 4.5, and from the feet to the ears, exactly 4 centimeters. Okay, so usually after I unbox any figure, I would calculate the scale to make my photography easier, but in these two's case, I'm not going to bother. I really don't understand how to measure these guys. Well, for the regular Zoroark I saw in the Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire size comparison, it's pretty straightforward from the feet to the ears. But then in Gen 6, Hisuian Zoroark had not existed yet, so I had to check their size comparison in the Pokemon Home, and that's when things got confusing. First of all, the regular Zoroark has a different pose in the Pokemon Home, but I'm not going to overthink about that. It's probably also measures from the feet to the ears when it's in a idle pose, not hunched like that. But then I saw the Hisuian version. In the Pokédex it's also 160 centimeters, but to which point? Besides, the proportion is not similar to the regular Zoroark, so I got more confused. And that's why for these two I'm just going to do the measurements and not calculate the scale. Okay, now I'm going to put them side by side with their pre-evolutions. This is Zorua from Bandai's clipping figure, and then I have another Zorua from I have no idea what line this is. So if any of you know, please let me know in the comment. I really don't know from what company or what line this is, but maybe this is a hint. So the feet, all four has defects, like it was pulled out by force from its stand. So maybe the figure originally came with a stand. Yeah, I've been looking for the info regarding this figure, but I haven't found it yet. I've been looking for years. And then I also have this Zoroark from Bandai's clipping figure 2. Yeah, I think they're pretty much in scale with the Moncolle. And then there's these ones from the Zukon line. So the Moncolle is a bit bigger than the Zukon. Wait, let me put them side by side. There you go. So the Moncolle is slightly taller than the Zukon one. And this is the Hisuian Zoroark in comparison with the Hisuian starters. I'm definitely going to put them in the same tier on my display. Woo, they look awesome! So yeah, I think that concludes my review of these two Zoroarks. Let me know in the comment what you guys think of these figures. Oh yeah, and also, please let me know what this is, for those who know. Anyone? I'm desperate for information. I really don't know. I can't find this figure anywhere. So anyway, thank you for watching and see you guys in the next one.